everyone. In the last previous class, we have discussed about biasing a PN junction. So forward biasing and reverse biasing. The working of forward biasing and reverse biasing respective IV characteristics. Okay. So in the today class, we are going to discuss about the rectifier. So that is the rectifier. The process of converting an AC signal into pulsating DC signal is called rectification. The process of converting an AC signal into DC signal is called rectification. Okay, the process of converting an AC signal into DC signal is called rectification. Okay. What is rectification here? The process of converting an AC signal into DC signal is called rectification. AC signal is here alternating current and DC signal here direct current. Okay. So the circuit that converts an AC signal into pulsating DC signal is called rectifier. So you can also be defined as a device that convert an AC signal into pulsating DC signal is called rectifier. The circuit that converts an AC signal into DC signal is called rectifier. Okay. So the semiconductor diode conducts current only in forward bias. This unidirectional conduction property of the diode is used in construction of rectifier. Okay, so because of the unidirectional conduction property of the diode, so used in the construction of rectifier. So next here, the types of rectifier. Types of rectifier. So mainly there are two types. One is half wave rectifier. Second one, full wave rectifier. Okay, so there are two types of rectifier. One is half wave rectifier, another one is full wave rectifier. So what is rectifier here? The circuit that converts an AC current into DC current is called rectifier. The process of conversion of AC current into DC, so that is called as here rectification. Okay, so now let us see for exam point of view, the working of half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier is very important for the 5 mark question. Okay, so let us see the first one. Half wave rectifier. So half wave rectifier is one in which there exists the rectified output voltage for only one half cycle of input AC. So what is the definition here? A half wave rectifier is one in which there exists the rectified output voltage for only one half cycle of input AC. Okay, so this is the definition of half wave rectifier. Means in half wave rectifier the AC current is converted into DC, but only one half cycle of the input AC. So now let us see the circuit diagram of half wave rectifier using a single junction diode. Okay, by using single junction diode. So always remember here, so this is the transformer. So this is the transformer, the primary transformer. So this is contains the number of turns here more, so as compared to the secondary. So this is the transformer. Okay, this is the primary, this is the secondary. So this is the V input, so that is the alternating current here. So this secondary transformer is, so now this is going to consider here, this is a point A and this is at this point B. Okay, so here is the diode, so that is the semiconductor diode. So this is the positive side, this is the negative side. So now another negative side, it is connected to the load resistance, so that is RL. So this load resistance RL is connected to here the secondary transformer. So this is the another connection. So this is the V output. V naught. This is the V output here. Okay, so this is the AC V input. So always remember, so this is the step down transformer. So step down transformer, and actually transformer usually used for the to transform the pulsating AC current. So because of that, again here is the two type, one is the step down transformer, another one is the step up transformer, but we are going to use here in this rectification process, that is the step down transformer. So in the step down transformer, always remember the primary coil, so that is the number of turns in the primary coil is more than the secondary. So this is the step down transformer. So whereas in the case of step up transformer, the primary turns are less than the secondary. So that is the step up transformer. So now we are going to use here step down transformer. Therefore here the primary, so in the primary and here primary, so there is a number of terms, so here more as compared to the secondary. In the secondary turn, so there is a semiconductor, this is the P type, this is the N type. Now, so this is the P type and N types of, that is the PN junction here. So when PN semiconductor, so one term is connected to the secondary transformer, so another one is to the load resistance. So another end of the load resistance is directly connected to the secondary. So we are going to mention here point A and point B. So how it is worked. Okay, so we are going to take an as here this diode, so capital D. Okay, so this is the capital D. So in this diagram, in this circuit diode, this is the circuit diode D is in series with a suitable load resistance. It is in a series connection. So the diode is suitable with the load resistance. So that is denoted by RL. So here RL is the load resistance. So RL is here load resistance and D represent the circuit diode, or you can also call semiconductor diode, is connected to the secondary transformer. So this is connected to the secondary of the transformer. This is the transformer. So this is here the region. This one is step down transformer. It consists of primary and secondary. So we can mention here the transformer in a capital T. So this is the primary and this is the secondary. The secondary transformer, the RL and the diode is connected in series to the secondary of the transformer. Okay, the AC voltage to be rectified is applied to the primary of the transformer. So for primary we are going to here apply the AC voltage, that is the V input. Okay, so we are going to apply AC voltage to be rectified by, so applied by the primary of the transformer. It induces a voltage in secondary. So it is induces a voltage in secondary coil of the transformer become input of the rectifier. So that is, it is induces the secondary. So voltage in the secondary to transformer to become the input for the rectifier. So during the positive half cycle of the input, A is positive. So during the positive half cycle of the input, A is here consider it is a positive. Okay, so hence diode D is, so this is the diode D is positive. So during the positive half cycle, so this is the positive half cycle, A is positive and D is positive with a forward bias and it conducts. So first positive half, it is a forward biased and it conducts. As a result, output is obtained across the load resistance RL. So output is obtained across the load resistance RL. So similarly, during the negative half cycle, A is negative. Okay, so A is negative, hence the diode D is reverse biased. Here D is negative in the sense means here it is reverse biased and it does not conduct. As a result, no output is obtained across the load resistance. So thus output is obtained only during one half of the input cycle. Hence the circuit is referred as a half wave rectifier. So now we are going to understand why it is called as a half wave rectifier. So why? Because this is the construction of the half wave rectifiers. We are going to use here transformer, semiconductor diode, load resistance. Okay, so and V input. So that is the alternating current here. So V input, it is connected to the primary coil of the transformer and the secondary coil of the transformer is connected in a series with the diode and load resistance here RL. Okay, so it is in a series pattern. So what we are going to observe here in the one half of the cycle, so that is in the positive half of the cycle. So what happens here, positive half of the cycle here, the A is positive means D is also positive. In a sense here what, it is in a forward bias. So it is in a forward bias means here current is here conducted. So whereas in the negative case A is here negative. So that is D is here reverse bias. We are already know that in the reverse bias there is no conduction of the current. So therefore it is worked in only one half of the cycle. So therefore it is called as here half wave rectifier. So the definition also indicates here a half wave rectifier is one in which there exists the rectified output voltage for only one half cycle of input AC. So this is the half wave rectifier. So now let us see the nature of graph. So that is the input and output waveform of half wave rectifier. Input and output waveform of half wave rectifier. Okay, so input wave and output wave. So let us see, here is the V input. So this is the sinusoidal wave. Okay, so with respect to time t. So then the V output here. So this is the one. With respect to time t. So this is the input and output waveform of half wave rectifier. So this is the V input is the alternating current. This is the sinusoidal wave, but in the output form, so that is what the rectification. The alternating current is converted into direct current. So only it conducts current, only positive half of the cycle. So that is nothing but when it is a forward bias. When diode is a forward bias, it conducts current. So when it is a reverse bias, it doesn't conduct current. So therefore here is the no rectification. So listen here, this is the 1/2 of this cycle. So then it is, when it is come to this is forward bias, it conducts. When it's become reverse bias, it's not. So similarly again it is when it comes to positive half cycle, again it conducts the currents. So because of this reason, this is the output of the waveform of half wave rectifier. So next, similarly we moving on to the another one, that is full wave rectifier. A full wave rectifier is one in which there exists the rectified output voltage for the complete cycle of input AC. A full wave rectifier is one which there exists rectified output voltage for the complete cycle of input AC. So this is the definition of the full wave rectifier. So full wave rectifier is one in which it exists the rectified output voltage for the complete cycle of the input AC. So that is the alternating current. So now again we are going to use here step down transformer, which consists of primary and secondary coil and the diode and load resistance. So let us see the circuit diagram for the full wave rectifier. So the circuit of full wave rectifier using two junction diodes. So we are going to use here two diodes, whereas in the half wave we are going to use only one diode. So in this case full wave rectifier we are going to use two junction diodes and special type of transformer known as center tap transformer. So we are going to use here two diodes, okay, two junction diodes and center tap transformer. So let us see the circuit diagram. So similarly here the primary coil consists of number of turns or more. So this is the V input. So this is the V input. Okay. So similarly here another secondary coil. So this is the transformer T. Here this is the point. Again we are going to consider here point A. So this is the junction diode. So this is the D1. Okay. So that is P-N junction here. So again we are going to use here. So this is the point. Load resistance RL. So this is output here. So that is V output. Okay. So next another secondary turn. It is again connected here. Another diode. So that is in a parallel series. So this is the D2 and now consider here at this point B. So in this circuit diagram two diodes D1 and D2 are connected with suitable load resistance. So suitable load resistance, so that is RL to the secondary of the so this is the secondary, this is the primary, secondary of the center tap transformer. So in circuit we are going to use two diodes, center tap transformer, also step down transformer. So then here this is the primary and this is the secondary. So whereas in the primary it is connected to the V input, that is the alternating current here. In the secondary, so we are going to consider here, so connecting the two diodes, that is D1 and D2. Okay. The AC voltage to be rectified is applied to the primary of the transformer. So we are going to apply here current in the primary of the transformer. The voltage appearing across the secondary coil of transformer becomes the input for the rectifier. So this is the alternating current is here for the secondary coil. So it applying here voltage appearing across here the secondary coil. So that is the input for the rectifier. Okay, during the positive half cycle. So during the positive half cycle, A is positive, B is negative. So hence D1 is here. For A point D1 is there, no. So D1 is here forward and for B is negative, because of that D2 is here reverse biased. Currents flows through D1. As a result, output is obtained across the load resistance. Okay. So during the negative half of the cycle, A is negative and B is positive. So hence D1 is here reverse. So here D1 means negative indicates for the reverse bias, positive indicates for forward bias. So therefore, during the negative half of the cycle, D1 is here reverse bias and D2 is here forward bias. So current flows through the D2. So because whereas in the forward bias only the current is flows through the circuit. So therefore D2 is here forward bias, the current flows through the D2. As a result, output is obtained across the load resistance. So that is as in the same direction as before, that is the load resistance RL. Thus there exists the rectified output voltage across RL during both half cycle of the input cycle. Hence the circuit is referred as full wave rectifier. So this is the construction of the full wave rectifier. So here we are going to use the center tap transformer. This is the primary. So whereas the number of turns are here more as the secondary coil. Okay. So primary is connected to the V input. So that is the source for the alternating current. So similarly here we are going to use the two junction diode, that is D1 and D2. At D1 we are consider as at a point A, and D2 we are going to consider here point B. So this is the load resistance. We are connecting this one in a parallel series. In halfway RL is connected in series. So that is in a series connection. It is here parallel connection. Okay. The secondary diode D1 and D2 and RL in the parallel connection. So because of this here, when the current is applied, so along here the primary, the voltage is for the input of the rectifier, that is generated in the secondary coil. So during the positive half of the cycle, when A is positive, obviously B is negative. So where it is positive means this diode becomes a forward. So when it is become a forward, it conducts current and output is through the load resistance RL. So similarly when B is positive and A is negative during the second half of the cycle, so it is positive means here this diode work as a forward biasing and this one as a reverse biasing. Now current is flows through what point? What? B. So therefore current conducts here whereas in the same direction, so that is the output is at RL, so that is the load resistance. So therefore here current is conducted both through the diode D1 and D2, both the cycle, hence it is called as full wave rectifier. So therefore as the definition said, a full wave rectifier is one which there exists a rectified output voltage for the complete cycle of input cycle. So now let us see the input and output waveform of full wave rectifier. Input and output waveform of full wave rectifier. Okay, so let us see the first. So this is here V input along y axis. So here similarly along here V output along y axis. So now this is the sinusoidal wave, okay, with respect to the time t. So now, okay, like this. The output wave like this here. With respect to time t. Okay, so this is the input and output waveform of full wave rectifier. So as usual, alternating current. So we input here, so sinusoidal wave. So the difference is here, if we are going to observe there in the half wave, the first half cycle only conducts current, second not. So therefore there is a gap. So similarly, third one again forward bias, it conducts. So again it's not, means there is a gap, right? So in this waveform, we output waveform in the full wave rectifier, the positive half cycle A is positive, current conducts. So again in the case of the reverse bias, at point B, again the B becomes forward bias, again current conducts. So similarly at point again, during the half of the cycle, it conducts current, again it is a positive half of the cycle. So similarly negative. So this is the output waveform. So that is the output of the waveform of the full wave rectifier. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss, that is we are already studied, that is the rectification, what is half wave rectifier, what is full wave rectifier, and their respective output waveform. In the next class we are going to distinguish between the half wave and full wave rectifier. Okay, so how we are going to distinguish the half wave and full wave rectifier. Okay, so for exam point of view, this is an important concept, that is full wave rectifier and half wave rectifier. They may ask for 5 marks. So carefully you have to be listen. Okay, thank you for the class. So continuing in the next class.